Happy Monday. We are 35 days from race day. And it's kind of a different video check-in today. I got up this morning super nervous because I started to think about how close the race is, 35 days away. But the weekend before that, I'm moving. So it's really more like 28 days as far as preparing, training, all that kind of stuff. And whenever I get nervous, I like to visualize things and break things down. And I'll see if I can pull it up here and show you. I've got my spreadsheets for everything, of course. So I have my checklist for equipment, food, all that kind of stuff, things I need to keep track of, and help myself prepare mentally for race day. Let's see. So I've got my checklist, and in this column is all the equipment that I'm gonna need. Everything from goggles, wetsuit, bike pump, all that kind of stuff. That's my checklist for equipment, and then just food type stuff over here. Kind of a long checklist, but the way I like to do it is step by step what I'll be doing on race day. So first thing I'm gonna do is get in the water. So I think about everything I'm gonna need to get in the water: my wetsuit, my goggles. I always keep a spare swim cap on me just in case something happens to the one I have on race day. You name it. The tape that I'm gonna put on the back of my neck and around cuff areas so I don't get all chafed to hell from my wetsuit. All that good stuff. I just go by line, event by event, what I'm going to do on race day. And that helps me, one, make sure I'm mentally prepared for everything and not forgetting anything. But it also helps me fill out my checklist for equipment. So I'll go through like what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna go to the swim, and then once I get out of the water, okay, I'm gonna need my cycling cleats. I'm gonna need my cycling jersey, cycling shorts, that kind of thing. Even spare equipment. Like right now, I've got my 3D printer going, and those are gonna be some spare cleats to go on my cycling shoes, because I can make those now, and they seem to be working pretty well. But I'm gonna make a couple pair of spares just to bring along with me in case something breaks or wears through. I'm gonna have spare cycling cleats. I ordered some fasteners to hold them on in case something strips out. I'll have extras. So those are the kind of things that I think about and go through to help myself prepare and kind of rein in the OCD and the anxiety coming up on race day. Another thing I did, I got a food processor, so I made my own carrot chips, made my own hummus. Making my own carrot chips and making my own hummus feels like printing money. I love it. Super easy. Another thing I do, going back to spreadsheet, another way I digest what's going to happen on race day is I have this tracker, and it's going to go by lap by lap. I incorporated how far the swim laps are, what number lap I'll be on, the time of day that it's going to be, how many elapsed hours it'll be. And this helps me plan out my entire race. So this is all hypothetically best case scenario. Obviously added in a little bit of pad time, just in case something goes wrong or I have a rough day. But according to this, let's see, I should be ending the swim around 9.5 hours. So by 4:30, I'm hoping to be done by the swim. Hoping to be done with the swim by 4:30. I'll go through my transition, and then I'll start on the bike around 5:30. Give myself a little bit of time to stretch, eat, do whatever I need to do. And then I have all the bike laid out. And what I liked about this is I'm gonna have to sleep at some point every day. So I incorporated my sleep too. I'll probably go to sleep around 10 o'clock and then sleep for, I'm planning 6 hours. Could be more, could be less, we'll see. Wake up about 4 in the morning and then get back to it. And here's more lap by lap. Here's the miles. There's the whole bike. The bike's going to be split up into a couple days. After the second day of biking, I should be done with it. I'll do transition and maybe do a lap or two on the run and then go to sleep for a little bit and then really attack the next 2 days with running. And when it's all said and done, if all goes well, like I said, 110 hours is my planned finish time. And I also included this little cell here that says I've got 22 hours to spare before the cutoff. So I don't want to plan just to finish by the cutoff, because then if something goes wrong and I fall behind, I'm screwed. So I made this, and I'm gonna print out this whole schedule in big laminated cards as a visual aid for me. So after a while on the bike or the run, I'll be able to look at it in my tent and say, okay, I'm on schedule, I'm on pace, or falling behind a little bit, time to pick it up some. If I'm feeling good, if I'm feeling bad, I can see, okay, maybe I'm ahead of schedule, I can back off for a few laps, that kind of thing. So that's what I'm doing to help me mentally digest what's going on. As far as like why I'm nervous, of course it's a big race. And then all these intrusive thoughts come in towards race day. I worry about, did I get enough training time in this year? Did I let life get in the way? Did I let myself get distracted? Maybe I'm not in as good a shape as I should be. And a lot of that is just the nervousness talking, the anxiety talking. I am confident that I can do this. It's going to hurt a lot at times. It's going to be extremely exhausting at times, but it's going to be important to just keep moving and be comfortable being comfortable with being uncomfortable, and really just toughing through it. Nobody has to be Superman to do this race. Granted, you do have to be in good shape and have a lot of training under your belt to do it, but you don't have to be Superman. It's just a matter of getting out there and pushing through it, knowing what to expect and dealing with it as it comes, and hopefully there's not too many things that are unexpected that happen. One thing that's a struggle with endurance racing is you want to be super disciplined because you don't want to go all out and burn out and fall flat on your face, but you don't want to spend too much time out on the course because just time out there wears you down. So it's a difficult line to toe to be quick, as quick as possible, so I can be done with everything before my body breaks down too much, but also to not go so hard that I hurt myself. It's a really tough line to toe, and it's even more magnified on a race like this, where it's spread out over several days. Another thing that, I'm trying to mentally digest. But all in all, I'm not cocky about it. I'm confident I can do it, but I'm really scared, and I'm kind of glad that I'm not cocky about it, because that's when I can get complacent. That happened to me last year. I did the double. I was excited. I'd planned on running across the state 116 miles the weekend after. I was feeling really cocky. I was feeling really good. Kind of let my head get ahead of myself, and I ended up did not finish on the run. I made it 72 miles out of 116, and I was really disappointed, and that has stung really bad for a very long time. And I was feeling a little too cocky about it, but I'm kind of glad that I'm not feeling that way this time, because that keeps me on my edge, keeps me ambitious. It keeps my effort level up and my attention up. So I'm really looking forward to race days, as nervous as I am about it. As far as training goes, with these last few weeks, there's nothing I can do more in these last few weeks that is gonna make or break my race. My foundation is set. The meat and potatoes of my training has been set. So these last few weeks, what I'm going to concentrate on is staying loose and limber, staying well stretched, maybe even doing some yin yoga to just try and stay loose, and not really pushing myself too hard. I went on a 20-mile run on Saturday, and that might be the last big thing I do. I might go for a long swim next weekend, or another longish run if the weather's nice. But for now, my objective is to stay active, stay moving, stay hydrated, make sure I'm still sweating, flushing out all those toxins, and replenishing my fluids. I want to keep the water built up in my system, so I'm going to stay hydrated, try and keep my blood volume up, and stay rested. Rest is going to be really important these last few weeks leading up to the race, because my body's going to need to be fully recovered, fully ready, fully rested, because it's going to be hard. I keep saying that, the toughest part is going to be mental, but that's not to discount how physically difficult this will be, based on ability, but also based on my body's ability to function. Because you got to think about it, my body's going to be under a full working load the entire race, but it's also going to be trying to recover while it's under full load. So that's really hard to juggle. I gotta drink a lot of fluids, keep my electrolytes up, make sure I'm still able to urinate a lot, and sweat, so I don't get dehydrated. As long as I stay hydrated, everything can flush out, all the bad stuff can go out and not build up, get all the lactic acid out, and give my body a fighting chance to recover while it's under load. So I'll be eating a ton of calories, lots and lots of calories. I got to make sure it's all food that I can digest pretty easy. I don't want to eat heavy food and get sick. But like very nutrient dense food, carbs that are easy to digest, that kind of thing. Lots of fruits and veggies. Try to stay too much away from processed foods like breads. But I mean, I'm gonna eat what I'm gonna eat regardless, but I just need to be cognizant about what I put in my body. Try and stick to more natural foods so my body can digest it quick enough and do all of its magical things that our bodies do. So that's about where I am. I've been tracking my weight for a long time, but specifically for this race, I wanted to get down to a certain weight. That didn't happen. My goal was, I set an ambitious goal of 150. I'm at 160 now. 160 to 163 depending on the day. I wanted to try and lean out more just because body weight is just weight and work that your body has to carry. So I wanted to reduce that, but I still did a pretty good job and I'm happy where I am. I'm feeling good. I'm not feeling sluggish. I'm not feeling bloated. I'm not feeling heavy. Whenever I'm running and moving, I feel light on my feet. I feel good on the bike. I feel good in the water. After my last episode in the ocean, I had a really hard time with nausea, and I'm not sure if it was the waves. It was in the ocean. I'm not sure if it was the waves or the jellyfish stings or a combination or what, but this time I'm going to be bringing some Dramamine and ginger chews so I don't have to deal with that. But yeah, all the hard work has been done, so I just need to get my body ready for race day at this point. Yeah, that's pretty much everything that's been going on. I haven't been checking in that much. I've had so much stuff going on. Still doing training and everything, but you know, life seemed to have happened a lot more this year than usual. Hopefully that'll kind of settle down after my move is over and after this race is over. Things will hopefully kind of calm down. But it is what it is, and I'm making the best of it. And I think that's it. I don't want to drone on and on. I'm gonna get on the bike and do a little ride in the air conditioning. My workouts for weekdays now are gonna be like 45 minutes, maybe an hour. And then on the weekends, I'll probably cap it at like 2 to 3 hours. Whether it's a swim, a bike, a run, or a combination of the three. But yeah, I'm just gonna kind of wind down and stay active and moving, but not put myself in danger of any last minute injuries. I had that weird tweak, whatever happened with my back, but after a week and a half, 2 weeks of just like solid, strict rest, it took care of itself and I'm feeling good, not feeling any after effects. But right now, yeah, just trying to stay rested and safe. So I'll check in with everybody. I'm not sure when. There's not a whole lot of training left to do. I'll probably go over like letting you see everything that I have spread out whenever I'm packing up, just so you can see. I try to stay stripped down and minimalistic, but these races take a lot of stuff, so that'll be fun to look at. And until then, thank everybody for your support, as absent as I've been, and hope you haven't missed me too much. But yeah, I appreciate all the encouragement. I've been getting a lot of encouragement and positive affirmations from everybody and myself. Still working on that. And I'll talk to you later. Love you.